All right. I don't think anyone's excited.
True.
Dick, I don't think anyone's excited.
I could tell.
You know?
I could tell all day actually.
I don't think anyone's excited. Like, hello? Nobody? Bueller? I am. All right. We got one. I gotta turn the music off. I'm sorry. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm excited. Oh, Ryan, is he there yet? What do we got? Just wrapped up a refueling and we'll be listening while on the road. Be a good break for my last 8 hours of D&D content. Okay. Fair. Cassie's in the house.
Cassie's always excited.
Cassie's in the house. Love it. All right. So before we get into all that, I promise you we're coming, but we have some other stuff to talk about first. This weekend, a couple weeks before we get to PPG Denver, we get to the CCQ, before we get to Steven in a couple, like around 20, 25 minutes or so, he's going to come and hang out. We have the one and wonderful Mr. Keith. Big old. Like, he wasn't even ready for it, guys. So Keith is here from the Encounter. Now, anyone that ever watches the Encounter streams, Keith just normally pops on like once for like 3 minutes, and then that's it. We never see him again.
That's usually when I'm playing. Like, I'm in round one, I scrub out.
Yeah.
That's you see me, and then
It checks out.
Yeah.
So Keith, this weekend we were a bit ambitious. You know, that's kind of where I'm at right now. The word ambitious. I explained this earlier that I thought it was analytically perfect. I no longer feel that way, and it's been a lot of stress for me and for Scott and things like that. I'm sure for you a little bit as well. But we're here. We're going to talk about the 8-case release event we have coming up this weekend, and kind of just like what's going on and what's happening. So first and foremost, Keith, as we're here, introduce yourself, talk about the store, all that fun stuff.
Sure. So I'm Keith, the one and wonderful, I think. I'll take that. I like that intro. I've been at the Encounter, which is up in Allentown, PA, for 14 years.
Mm-hmm.
Started there as an MTG guy. 14 years later, we do a little bit of everything. We have been in Lorcana from the ground floor. Yep. So set 1 came out. This day and age, there's a new TCG every 2-3 months.
Yeah.
We don't know what's going on with it. We don't know how to play it. So it's kind of just crazy for a while. Then set 2 came around, and we started to see a lot of events. Started to see Star City host them, some private ones, and I will definitely fanboy and shout out Rob Serpay.
Yeah.
As a Magic player, I played for years. I would consider myself a 6-3 guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay. I'm not great. Mm-hmm. Love following the pros. Love seeing them top 8, win Pro Tour, whatever. I had never seen in Magic what Rob accomplished, and I think it was set 2, when it was like there was a 5K in New England. I think he won that.
Yep.
Then I personally went to SEG Philly,
mm-hmm.
and I think he made the finals of all 3 events, the Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
And he won the Friday event. Yeah.
Right. So
Rob's cracked.
I had never seen anything like it. And I told myself, this is awesome. This game's really fun. It's a lot like Magic,
mm-hmm.
but maybe there's less variance. And it's also cool because it's Disney. And it's also cool because it's bringing out non-TCG people.
Mm-hmm.
So from there, we went really deep into it.
Mm-hmm.
And then my one buddy said, hey, you actually know that you're pretty close to these guys from Forbidden Mountain outside of Philly. So that came me and Dan, that came and Scott and us talking. And then we just started to do some events. They started to grow just steadily. Mm-hmm. They started to grow and grow. Yeah. Our store started to cap at about 48, 52 for our pre-releases.
Yep.
Dan and I started to talk, and I agree with you. Analytically, on paper, let's do this 8-case guaranteed tournament. What could go wrong?
Yeah.
The go wrong part, I guess I'll kind of briefly summarize it. I have never seen an allocation cut this hard, percentage-wise, from any game. And I'm not really knocking Ravensburger. Mm-hmm. It's kind of just there's a lot of moving parts. Mm-hmm. How much to print, 2 waves, all this. But I can tell you, to Dan's point, besides the hours of phone calls and emails and planning, my day today was driving to my distributor to physically get my product. I then drove to another store who's helping me out with some product. Tomorrow, I'm driving to 2 other stores to get more product. And instead of just having it delivered by UPS and being good for the set, good for the weekend, we're getting as much as possible because we want everyone to be able to play the decks they want. Normally, we sell a couple hundred boxes, maybe crack 20 or 30 for singles. We are cracking basically 95% of what we obtained.
Yeah.
So we're going to crack over 100 boxes between now and Thursday. It's a lot more than we have cracked before as far as singles. So to help us kind of process it and take pre-orders and make sure everyone's set for Saturday, we're going to have the awesome guys at TFM help us out. So start shooting kind of messages to both Dan and Scott over there and myself, kind of comments on Facebook, and we're going to handle cards. We recommend, if you have an LGS, check out what they have.
Absolutely. Good luck.
So, no joke. I couldn't risk the shipment not coming, so I picked it up today. And by the end of tomorrow, I will have visited 3 other stores to get product. And this is all to essentially make sure everyone's happy, the event goes smooth. And if you guys crunch the numbers, this is an event we're trying to make money on. It's actually not possible. It's just
it's not possible anymore.
between the venue and our fees and labor and employees and stuff, it's not possible, but it's also okay.
Yeah.
As we guide to a Star City event once a month, that is my passion. And kind of through COVID and a little before that, we just didn't really see massive events come back for Magic, like Grand Prix, Star City Opens got smaller. So to have it at our store, these 48-player events, was great. And it's a mix of our locals, kind of 15 to 20 guys from like the TFN team, plus New Jersey guys. Awesome seeing people like hug, once every month or two when we have these 1 or 2Ks of pre-releases. And we just said, let's keep it going. Let's go bigger. So that bigger is Saturday. And I can say, with all honesty, I think we have done the best we can to make this a smooth event. Dan and Scott have put in a ton of time coordinating it. I will pat myself on the back for millions of emails and phone calls to get as much product as possible.
Yeah.
And we'll be cracking over 100 boxes. That is a guarantee. So start shooting us messages for singles. But we'd also recommend if you can get them locally, get them. So that's kind of my spiel on this weekend. And I'm pumped for that. I'm also pumped for DLCs. I love watching content. I love watching 2-day events. It's like, I have my buddies do day 1. Did anyone make day 2? And then kind of following what decks are doing it. And I missed that from 2-day Star City events, from 2-day Grand Prix. And I love that it's back in Lorcana. Yeah. I think the gameplay's fantastic. I don't know many people who don't love Disney. And community's just been awesome. So super pumped about this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, it was I don't know. It was funny because when we first started talking about this, it was a little over a month now. I said, hey, I did this thing. I had a conversation, and it feels like it's possible. And for me, like you had just talked about it, you are the only store owner in the greater Philadelphia area, including Center City, all of it, that has been willing to commit to Disney Lorcana. Like, we are, we're a huge populated city, metro city, and none of the stores are willing to commit to Disney Lorcana at all to the way that the encounter was. So for me, it was such an easy pairing. Like, obviously, if you're here, you're watching it, we're covering the meta report, we're doing all those fun things, but like, without a place to play, without a place or an event for people to go to, it's so difficult, like if it were not for the encounter, I don't even know how often I would be able to play if I wanted to in a larger event. And I think that the truth of that is that we're seeing a decline, in player base because other stores aren't willing to really pick up the mantle and try what you have tried. So when we first had that conversation, all that it was about was saying like, hey, I think we have peaked You know, like I don't think in the store we can get any bigger. Like I just don't think it's possible. I was like, because we're limited on room. We can't make a bigger prize pool because then we can't even have more people come. You have to charge higher. Like we need to figure it out. So thankfully we did figure it out. We have a wonderful event hall that we're going to be renting out this weekend for Saturday. The event is 128 players, but the room holds 163 players. So plenty of room, plenty of space. Here, since you guys are here live now, we're actually going to announce the side event. We officially did talk about that. So I'm going to let Keith kind of talk about that side event. So Keith, hit me up. What is our, I think we're going to aim for a 1:30 start time on the side event, which is probably going to be about through 3-4 rounds. So people will have enough time kind of on that breaker to come in and play in this. So give me a, what are we doing?
Yeah, so we want to make it special. We know people are driving from, I think you said, people from Vermont.
Dude, I got Vermont, I got Pittsburgh, I got Virginia. Like it's all over.
Yeah, and as a player myself, if I'm driving to a destination, I'm there to play 8-9 hours. So main event doesn't go well. We're doing a first chapter side event. So I think we're looking at $30 entry, 4 rounds.
Yep.
You don't have to win first. If you go 4-0, you get a box first chapter. First chapter, always going to be good. We've seen staples being reprinted in this set. So not only for the Eternal formats, but Block Constructed right now, they're good to go. And on that same note, as a collector and player and store manager myself, I have a huge inventory. So literally sets 1 through 9 will be available at booster boxes. Deep inventory of that. We'll have things like the DLC Cindy playmat, Rapunzel playmat, tons of enchanted singles. We're also buying. You know, we're trying to make this like a mini DLC.
Yeah.
I mean, there is so much interest, and I think that's another reason, like you said, how do we grow this? DLCs are what, selling out 2,300 people caps in 2 minutes?
Not even like 30 seconds.
Right. People want to play.
Yeah.
And we also want to make this an experience where it's like, oh, that was like a mini little Comic-Con. We had some vendors there. We had some side events. We're paying super competitive rates in cash and trade. We're going to have stuff for you guys to buy. So, yeah, the side event is part of that. It's not just this is an 8K tournament. It's no, this is going to be like a mini little DLC.
Yeah. And then to double down on that, if you go 3-1, you're still going to get 6 packs.
Yeah.
So, you know, 3-1, 6 packs, 4-0, you get a box. Really nice amount of players. About half the players in the event will get something probably. Yep. The other thing we wanted to announce today is we're going to have the top 16. One of the things I always loved about your tournaments, where if you know you didn't make top 8, it's not the end of the world. Like 60-player tournament, obviously getting paid out the top 16 is not really a common thing, but you have always given away the pins. So we'll have Lorcana pins from the OP kits and stuff like that. That'll go to the top 16, along with, I think you said some sleeves, maybe some sleeves of choice.
Sleeves for sure, pins, might even spice it up with some promos.
Yep.
The set 9 promos are out of control. Usually you get like one that squeaks in that's good. These are basically all good.
Yeah, they're all good.
Also,
I believe we have, hilariously, 264 of these, what I think the count is. So I think that probably the first 64 players that get up in line and register, we'll get one of these. So we'll be handing these out literally at the entry booth. So that's kind of the plan there, which will be really exciting and good. But I'm excited for this weekend. But of course, we gotta talk a little bit about some of the bad news, right? You know, there's some bad news. So the bad news is that Keith, myself, and Scott, we had this conversation. We all pretty much decided that we feel it's better for players to more likely be able to play with the cards they want than it is to kind of guarantee those product pricing. But for everyone that knows, everyone that's been paying attention, Ravensburger has said that this set is coming in waves. So what we kind of figured out for between the three of us is that what we're going to do is that either if you win any product from the event, you have the choice to get it shipped to you. So we will ship you as soon as that wave 2 comes in. We'll take your information down and we will ship you the product. If you do not want that, we are now going to be offering cash pricing and store credit pricing. for that instead. So now, no matter what, it's going to be up to the player, whatever they want. If they want the boxes, we're going to mail them the boxes. If they want the cash, we're going to hand you cash. If you want store credit, then you're going to get store credit. As long as it can work out. If Keith has something that you want, you'll go to Keith. If we have something that you want, you'll go to us. We'll make sure that you get what you need on that day. So to me, this is just me being really bold-faced honest. I hate it. I hate that we even have to do this because I feel like, I was so confident that this was going to work, and I was so confident that we were going to get the distribution that we've been getting for the last 18 months now, basically since set 3, we've not had any real distribution errors that prevented us from being able to host these big events, have everything we want, and kind of had all the singles we want. We just didn't have any problems. So to hear that we did and then make this announcement that we had, I was so excited and confident. But then the moment it came down this way, I was like, oh man, I feel really bad about this. And I'm still not happy about it. But what I can say is Keith going crazy, talking to a million different people, driving around, trying to get singles. Myself, I've been on the phone with basically every store possible. I've talked to friends that were driving from out of town here and said, hey, can you go to your store and find out what you can buy? So we're doing our very best to get as much product there as possible, to get as much singles there as possible, and just do our very best. So that's what we're going to be doing. We'll have a whole prize breakdown the morning of the event. It'll be posted everywhere, all that fun stuff. So if you're not signed up yet, go get signed up. The tournament is going to be great. Right now, I think we're hovering around 50, 55 players. The moment we get to 64, we engage the next level of the prize support. If we hit 96, we go max prize support. And I'm actually going to go one higher. If we get to 128 players, we're going to make this a 5K. It's just going to be a straight up cash 5K tournament. So a lot of value in there as we get higher up. But yeah, I guess, it also for those here, we're a Pro Play Games store qualifier for buys for what is now the first North American CCQ. That's huge. If you're going to Denver, you can win a buy in this tournament now. It's one thing when you win a buy in a 10K and you're like, oh yeah, that's cool, I'm gonna start. It's another thing if you win a buy in a CCQ, because now we're talking about playing for a national invite. That's just a whole other level of excitement to me. So we haven't let Dick talk in a while. Dick, are you okay?
I was actually sitting here wondering if I could get through the whole show without talking.
Oh, sorry.
and the amount of comments on the post video. So edit this part out.
I mean, the other thing is, speaking of value, from the player side, I would expect an event like this to be at 100 or 120 because the pricing is insane. Even though there being the option of post-ship, you still have the option of on-site cash, credit. But if I see, as a player, only 55 pre-reg, I'm going. Because you start to do the EV, and now it's wow, I only have to win X rounds, and look what the prize pool is.
Yeah.
So I think that makes it more attractive. And on top of that, like you said, the qualifier, anyone who is a serious player or just, likes to play the game itself, you can win money any day. It is about making the Pro Tour or making nationals.
Yeah.
That is the goal. So yeah, the fact that that's on top of this with extra, I think they're kicking in the play mats, which are pretty sweet. Two-sided ones.
Yeah.
And the sleeves, there's a ton of value in this thing.
Yeah. And can you actually just quickly talk about that, just working with PPG on these store qualifiers, because you've had an interesting interaction, and I don't know that if most stores, if they're watching, they're trying to figure out how do I become this? I feel that your story this week with PPG is very important to kind of tell the story of PPG.
Yeah, so I'll back it up, which will take me 30 seconds. But so when it first started and they were launching the qualifiers, a little confusing. Then it was kind of, hey, go to our Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
That's new to me. Usually it's a website, whatever. But they were great. You did your application through Google, through Facebook. Bang, got our qualifier. Kit shipped out. Awesome. We were in our first PPG a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Then this week, the kit was delivered on Monday.
Yep.
And via UPS, This is one day that I've never even seen happen before, where we had 2 guys not making the store early, so our store was closed. UPS dropped a sticker that said, "Delivery attempt made. We missed you." No big deal. I've been doing this for over 10 years. They always make 2 to 3 delivery attempts.
Yeah.
I check tracking because I'm paranoid. Want to make sure everything's good for Saturday, and the package is going back to PPG. So I said, well, that's odd. So I go back to my email. I find I'm spacing on her first name, and I think she commented here. Cassie?
Yeah.
Yeah. I found Cassie's contact. So I sent her an email explaining this is weird, it's getting bounced back. And dealing with distributors and reps, I'm thinking I'm screwed. She might get this email. I might get a response in 4 days when the event's already over.
Yeah.
And instead, I got a phone call that night from Cassie.
Yeah.
Phone call that night saying, hey, she read the email, wanted more info. I just explained it. And there's Cassie. And I said, oh, I didn't even know you guys did phone calls. Like, I thought you were too slammed for that because everyone's running qualifiers. And same day, generated new tracking, brand new package shipped out. Wasn't even waiting for the original one to get back.
Yeah.
So that's my experience with PPG. A problem solved within 4 hours, sending us new products, and I'm not even concerned about the previous one, but wanting to make sure our event fired.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like that. So huge shout out.
Yeah. Cassie is incredible. So there's that. B, I think it's just a testament to what they want this to be. The moment, when we had Steve on, I think in either the beginning of June, the end of May, I did that interview with Steve and George, and they were talking about the Pro Play Summits and like everything they wanted from them. So these store kits, they're very much part of the whole process. If you talked about being a Magic player, you have to remember the whole Star City like setup, right? Where they had the store qualifiers that get you stuff and get you points and things like that, right? Like you had everything leading to the next thing. And that's exactly what Pro Play is doing, for these summits. And now we're talking about these summits all of a sudden being, continental qualifier events. It's just the next level of leveling up for them. To me, it's not shocking at all. Like for me, like them being announced the first CCQ, not at all shocked in any which fashion because they do everything right. Like they just do it all right.
And I just think it's awesome they're doing it in general because it gives us massive events to look forward to either play or watch in between the DLCs.
Yeah.
And so that's like this awesome thing for people just interested in the game. Yeah. We have another huge system to follow when we only get a DLC, once every 4 to 6 weeks. So very cool then.
Yeah, I mean, if you talk about the start of year 2, in 2026, you might have, what do we have? We have January for Richmond, and then it goes 6 months until Indianapolis. There's a lot of time that's got to be filled in there for North America. Like there are some events obviously around the world, around the globe for DLCs that players can choose to attend to, but North America, you're talking 6 months, that's kind of crazy, kind of crazy. Dick, anything left to add?
Nope. Sounds great. Thanks.
I hope you talk more later.
We'll see.
Oh man! All right. Are you winning this weekend, Dick? Are you streaming or what's going on?
I am opening my measly 8 boxes at my store. This is going to be in a future video in Lore Chronicles. I think there are more players that actively play Disney Lorcana in all of North Carolina than there are booster boxes.
Nice.
This weekend.
Good start.
If you took every store and all of their allocation, I believe there's less than 1 booster box per player in North Carolina. So it's rough. The store that is like the biggest one that usually gets almost 1,000 boxes got 160. Wow. So yeah, it's rough. Although I don't really feel bad for that store. They did not run any events and they didn't even fire their set champs. But still, that's just a good example of the state of North Carolina right now. We got a North Carolina resident right here.
No.
It's scary. It's very scary. I hope this wave 2 gets announced very quickly.
Yeah. So we actually had some information on it. Like my rep said, here's your numbers, they're getting slaughtered, but here's wave 1 and wave 2. That's why the wave 2, we can't time it, but I'm guessing 1 to 2 weeks. And she gave me a concrete number. So I know our wave 2 is Xboxes, which is why we are confident in offering that for prizing at our event. We are not going to have to scramble to find all this prize support to ship to people. It is coming. So that was nice, where we have some information from the RB side to distributors of, yes, there are 2 waves, and here are the numbers for them, at least. That's what we got. So I'm guessing a lot of stores got that. Allowed us to do this without fear of, again, scrambling after the fact, because we know we can do those 10 cases. So
yeah, I don't want to say what distributor I have. I don't need them dropping me or anything, but I forwarded the email that they gave me to Ravensburger. Ravensburger was not happy with the email, basically just saying, hey, this is all Ravensburger's fault. There's nothing we can do. Deal with it. Like, that was the full gist. It was very
not a great gist. No,
I mean, very unprofessional.
Our distributors are awesome. We love them. You know, I think
we're new to the game, so
it's just they're dealing with a lot on their plate too. So, and like us, I think they're making the best of it and communicating it and letting us kind of figure out how we navigate it.
Yeah.
So it's just, we're all in it and we're making it work.
Yeah, it's really just the epitome of, you know, what's your goal? How do you accomplish it? And for us, we thought it would be easy, and it wasn't, you know, but we figured it out. And I think that's the core concept here, is that sometimes stuff's not going to go your way, and you can kick and scream and shout, or you can, you know, put your head down and just figure it out. And I think that in the last 10 days now, basically, between the time, literally when we went live last week, I went live on the air to kind of rant about distribution, and then you sent me a message that made me angrier.
I can say though, it's been a massive swing in the last 10 days.
Yeah,
it went
sure.
from, we're screwed.
Yeah.
I think within the last 48 hours, thinking, you know what, this is fine.
Yeah, we'll be all right. Yeah.
So it actually feels better. It's like, wow.
I mean, like, it feels better, but it's more like,
it's like when you lose your wallet. Yeah. When you lose your wallet and find it, you actually feel better than if you didn't lose your wallet, because we made something happen. So.
Yeah. That makes sense. All right.
Well, to answer some questions real quick. I feel like I'm ignoring people. The stores here that don't have leagues had their allocations canceled. That's great. I have also heard that like Ravensburger has said to distributors, like, hey, if they're not active, cut them, you know. But at the end of the day, it is down to the distributor. Like, Ravensburger doesn't actually hand the distributor a list of what each store can get, right? So if you're buying tens of thousands of dollars in Magic and Pokemon product, you're also going to get all the Lorcana that you want. That's just how it is. No, we haven't found out yet. No, I haven't seen any. I don't know if you guys have seen any public posts. I have not seen any public posts whatsoever. And then we addressed this earlier.
Yeah, I'm trying to find,
which is basically the same thing.
The picture.
No idea why. Personally, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. TCGs are being printed in record numbers for all trading card games. There's only so many companies that can print them. Like Ravensburger doesn't own printing presses, as far as I know. So there's that. There's tariffs. I don't know if you guys saw. I just saw you cannot mail anything from Japan to America right now.
Oh wow!
Just like straight up illegal. I saw a post about that on Twitter. So hopefully I'm not getting rage baited. But
I saw things about $800 limits, because I've been ordering Japanese Pokemon.
That's tough to see. I don't know if that's actually good or not. This was I believe this went out on Discord. And this was basically the first thing saying that, like, there are delays in shippings and things like that, and that's why there's going to be waves. And this is Ravensburger literally just committing, like, saying, like, hey, we're gonna have there'll be more, and this is just kind of where it is, and it is unfortunate, but this is them saying it's gonna be okay. You just got to give us some time.
And I can sign off on saying this isn't blowing smoke, because I was given 2 numbers from my distributor saying, here's your pre-release number and here's your wave 2. Right. So it is real.
I'd love a second number.
Anything. 1 box, anything.
Today we got tracking for the order.
There you go.
Well, it's a 1-day ship, right? You'll have it in time for Friday. You're good.
We luckily this time it will be. We will have it tomorrow, but I had an order take 14 days. Like a $10,000 order take 14 days.
Fair.
So it's rough. I'm rough. It's rough out here. I live in the middle of nowhere.
That's fair. Keith, any last words before we let you go back and enjoy and open more boxes?
I'm gonna open boxes from basically now until Thursday. I'm pumped. DLC season and us being a mini DLC. I love big events. Love card games. Love Lorcana, and I'm pumped for this weekend. So see you guys there.
I'm excited. It's gonna be fun. I'm hoping that I hope it continues to grow. So we'll see. We'll see how this one goes. I will say that if this one goes well, there's not really an excuse for us not to keep trying to do them. Right. So that is definitely gonna be the goal, and try and just keep this greater Philadelphia area a nice way to come bring everyone in and play. So we'll have to see how it goes. But thank you so much for having your time tonight, Keith. And I will see you in a few days.
Yeah, sounds good.
See you.
All right. So we have someone waiting in the wind.
Sure.
Mr. Lorcana Habibi. Of course, we missed you too. And I don't want to.
Habibi was talking about me and Keith.
Oh, yeah, of course. Definitely you and Keith. I don't want to leave our guest waiting too long, but I'm excited. We've spent a lot of time, with our guest, but never on a live stream, right? I mean, that's not even true. That's a lie.
I was going to say
it's just a complete lie. It's a complete lie, Steve.
We can rewrite history.
Official guest. Oh, he gets it, guys. Oh no, we can't hear you. No.
Hear me now.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Good.
Yeah, I was going to say, Dan, I'm pretty sure you've live streamed our events, so it's been 20 plus hours live together.
Yeah, enough time for sure. So Steve, welcome. Hope you're doing and having a very nice evening hanging out with us. I think it's safe to say that we had some incredibly exciting news yesterday.
Yeah.
Tell me about it, Steve. How exciting was it for Pro Play Games to get the phone call, to get the email, to get that confirmation that says, hey guys, you're going to be the first North American qualifier, or continental, or what is it? It's CCQ, Continental Challenge Qualifier? What does the CCQ stand for? I forget.
Challenge Championship Qualifier.
Challenge Championship. I never would have got championship.
I knew that first try. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a good title. It's nice short CCQ. You can kind of slap it on the end of the 15K that already exists. But first of all, Dan, thanks for having me on the podcast. Always a great time here. Appreciate you reaching out. Every time we've got big news, like you're just sharing it for us. So I appreciate that.
It's a thing. We have a connection. It's fine.
And yeah, I mean, obviously I'm pumped. No one at PPG more excited than George is watching at home tonight. So thank you, George, for letting me come on in your stead. But yeah, we are absolutely pumped. It's another great opportunity for the community to participate in some competitive tournaments. I mean, we were already putting the opportunity up there, so I'm so happy that Ravensburger reached out to us, really elevating that event. It's going to mean a lot to the community, I think.
Yeah. So, of course, we've had some interesting, comments and questions concerned. So I'm going to do my best to ask you questions. If you can't answer them, don't. Cool? Like it's going to be okay.
I should be able to answer everything.
All right, that's great. That's great. That's great. That's good. That's what we want to hear. So there's a lot of questions about why PPG, why did PPG get picked as the first one announced and things like that. So what do you think that Pro Play Games does that made you guys a good choice for this?
Well, I mean, I appreciate the softball question, right? From my perspective, Pro Play Games has been consistent in the space. We've put up good events. We're always looking to improve our events. At every single tournament, you've seen me. I'm asking for feedback, and we're often like acting on that, trying to improve every time. But really, it's just about providing like a consistent operating experience for all of the players, and I'm glad that Ravensburger recognized that. I know this season they wanted to go with a different partner for the premier events, but I'm so happy that we still get to contribute internally. It's the joke right now is that, hey, we get to launch 2 things.
Okay. I can get behind that. I can get behind that. That's a good one. Yeah, I mean, I think that it's very quick for people to forget the history, right? And I know it's been a while, right? Continentals was in January, and that was a long time ago. But PPG hosted 7 events for Ravensburger. You guys have a direct line. It's not like this is some brand new communication because you didn't need one. You had it. I think that's one of the more important things. The other thing that's really important to note is that just a few months ago, we hosted a 400-player tournament, which was not a DLC. It was the largest event in North America to date that was not officially sponsored. So you guys have been doing everything right since legitimately day one. We can go all the way back to October of 2023. You and I worked together at that event forever ago, and we had a 223-player tournament in like October 2023. Like that's how long that this goes back. So for me, it's not shocking at all. Like it's just
we certainly take nothing for granted. I'm very appreciative that Ravensburger chose us for the CCQ. I'm happy to also represent strong tournament numbers, strong turnout. Just in Texas, like you said, it was over 450 players. So amazing community. Thanks to all of you, really. Dan, you put in your work. Every single judge has put in their work. And we've certainly put our work in as well. So I'm really thrilled to get this opportunity.
Question from the audience. Cat 512.
512, yeah.
Love it. And just again, I know you love talking about it, so I'm just gonna lay it up for you. Where is this being hosted?
So this one's at the Pro Play Summit in Denver. So we are staying at the Gaylord Rockies, and that event space. I mean, we've shown it off on this stream. Pro Play Games. Me and Cassie did our live stream last week. This event space is truly beautiful. It's one of the prettiest venues that I've been to, including the Anaheim location. So I'm really pumped for players to get to come in and just explore the space. And it is something that you can get lost in. Navigating to the venue hall is, of course, going to be very easy for everyone. But when you're not playing tournaments, when you're not competing, you can go de-stress and get all of your social energies out. There's a whole water park here. There's tons of activity space to do whatever outside in the commons, and it's just a truly incredible space. We also have I think there's like 6 or 7 restaurants on site, like inside of the lobby. It's massive space. You're gonna love it. George and I were there for a convention multiple years in a row, but when we were queuing up the DLCs, we were like, this is it. This is the Disney magic that we need. So
it's Arendelle. Which, if you ask Wonderland, that's from Lord of the Rings, but all the fans in this room would know exactly where that is.
I think one of the other big deals for me is, and we pushed on this before, but 3-day events. You guys, again, we have this 5K on Friday, leads the 15K on Saturday. The 5K, of course, we're going to have what I think this cap is. This the cap? We have a cap on this one. Regardless, this
on
is
the 5K. It's again 512. Yeah.
Okay, so 512 cap on this one, which is 9 rounds or 8 rounds.
Depends where we fall, but it'll most likely be 8 rounds.
Right. So 8 rounds. Cut to a top 8, which is on Saturday. The top 8 again, I believe, gets a bye, and then so on and so forth as it runs right into the 15K. So that is Friday. That's Saturday, and then of course, you went. You guys went crazy. You went for a sealed 5K on Sunday.
Right, yeah.
This is something that, we talked about, right? And I was like, I don't know, man, that's a lot of product. That's so hard to get away with. And now we're in this era where distribution is difficult, and you're sitting here telling me going, yeah, I don't care, man. We're doing it.
Look, I'm not saying it's easy, okay?
Yeah, it's not. It's not easy.
I remember a phone call that I had with Dan, a few months ago, talking about this sealed 5K, and Dan's like, "Oh, is this product going to be an issue?" And I'm like, "Look, PPG can make it happen." And wasn't expecting this distribution news to come out like right now, but so that was definitely a curveball. But we were able to pull together, and I think it's going to be a great. It's an opportunity, really, because everyone can come in, get their Fabled product. It's going to be all over the prize wall. You can play the sealed event. Our main events are awarding Fabled booster boxes to top 32. So everybody, if you're performing, you're going to get a box. So it's a great place to get your Fabled product.
Yeah, if you play against a bounty player.
Ooh, yeah, the stonks on that, huh?
Feels good.
Yeah,
Feels good.
yeah.
Love it. I love it. So of course, if you're here and you do want, do we know, is on demand? Do we have a list of on demand events yet?
Yeah, we do. So we're producing a graphic for it. We'll release the whole thing tomorrow.
Okay.
I think it was ready to go. I apologize. I just stepped out of office.
You're good.
But,
I tried to get some stuff, guys, but Steve, he's busy. He's a busy guy.
Yeah. So we're shooting to release that tomorrow. So we'll have the whole graphic up. It has all the side events. We did spoil it last week during our live stream. So if you caught that, or if you go on YouTube and look at the VOD, you can see it there. But it'll be out in public.
The VOD is also just on the
YouTube,
website here, which I'll.
Exactly. It's on the YouTube there. Yeah.
So we'll just share this website. So if you want to go back and hear everything them talking about it, the announcement of Steve Warner coming to hang out. I mean, listen,
we just have so many. We have so many good things happening in Denver. Yeah.
I haven't seen Steve since January for Continentals, and I am very excited to see Steve again. He's one of my favorite people in Disney Lorcana. So.
When Steve reached out to us, I think Anna cried. She was so happy about it. It's going to be. I'm really, really happy that Steve's interested in the event, and I know it's an opportunity for everyone in the community to meet Steve, especially if you're in the Denver area already. It's a short drive over to the venue, and you can meet the designer of the hottest card game right now. So that's really exciting.
Yeah, featured guests: Steve Warner, Kendall Hale, and Brian Weiss. How exciting! This is a big thing. Like you told me, when we first recorded about the Pro Play Summit, and you said, I wanted that aha moment. I wanted that moment where people get excited. People are going to get excited just to see Steve. It's like you made it a layup for Denver, man. Like it's a layup.
Yeah, we've got some insane lineups. Just not even just Lorcana. Like we're putting on. I don't know if you know about like product shortage outside of Lorcana, but it's also touching on other card games. Gundam is a big one. So we're doing a 2K tournament for Gundam, which is like $5,000 in product. So being one of the first bigger Gundam events out there, this is a great way for, if you're in the Denver area, get yourself some Gundam product, because every single tournament that we put on at the Pro Play Summit is all guaranteed prizing.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a lot of prizing too. You guys are, second to none here. And obviously, you have your guest commentators for Gundam. You also have for Yu-Gi-Oh! And then we have the wonderful lineup here for Lorcana. You guys are ready to go, and it's gonna be exciting. Yeah. There's a lot of friends hanging out in a couple weekends in Denver. So I think, listen, Dallas was so much fun. We had a lot of great times, and I think that Denver's just already meant to be bigger. Like Denver's already late. I mean, you're a CCQ, right? We're already hitting that next level of just excitement about the tournament, and I'm crazy. Yeah. I have a fun question though for you. How were ticket sales after the announcement?
How were they? Pretty good. The team's really excited. That was one big question that I had, was how quickly were tickets going to sell out after the announcement. Yeah. And it's been a really strong reaction from the community. So I'm excited to announce that it was great. for us on the planning side, obviously we have to submit floor plans like so far in advance. So it's a question of like, can we, if we reach the cap, can we make more space for people? Because we obviously want everyone in the event. So that's been our logistics hurdle on the back end. Is just wait and see like what the ticket sale is going to be, and then how can we flip this to be even bigger?
Yeah. Which is, that's just life. There was comments made today like, oh, why wasn't this announced when the tournament was announced? I'm like, well, the tournament was announced in May, and CCQs didn't exist yet, so that seems tough.
Yeah, definitely. The short notice is definitely a bummer, and I know that this is going to be something that a lot of the community is passionate about. Everybody wants more lead times. From every conversation I've had with Ravensburger directly, they are hearing you. The plan is to drop as much information preloaded as possible. So just keep paying attention, keep giving them that grace while they work out those. The biggest thing is having a robust program, right? Like you want to make sure there's no faulty product being released. You want to make sure that the tournament logistics look great, and then you're working with solid partners. So for what it's worth, I do think taking that extra beat to make sure those dominoes are set up is the best thing, because once that machine gets rolling, right, it's really, really hard to stop it.
We've seen the effects of having to walk stuff back. And I would say it's a lot worse. It's a lot worse to have been like, you know what, actually this isn't one now. When if it was previously announced to be one, and then logistics fell through. I think the biggest question I've gotten is, are Labubus back on the table?
Yeah, of course.
Wow, I don't think we're ever going to take Labubus off the table. That's
I'm hearing they're hard to get in the streets. All right.
Well, just like Fabled products, come to Pro Play Summit Denver. We've got Labubus.
Awesome.
He's like, I don't know what the dealer's name is, but he's there.
and is there going to be a full announcement or graphic for everything on the prize ball coming?
Yeah, so we're finalizing that this week. Obviously, with the CCQ piece of that puzzle was one outstanding for us. So now that we've got that logistics down, we're gonna full steam roll out the prize wall ticket economy. You'll be able to see like how you're earning. I mean, a lot of that information is already on the website, but we'll put it into something more palatable for everybody. But you'll see how you're getting the prize wall tickets, kind of what you're chasing for. That information is coming not tomorrow, but soon.
Awesome. Yeah, those have been the biggest things I've seen in the comments sections of different social medias, stuff like that. And I mean, I'm thrilled. As long as Greg's not going to be there, I'm super happy. Yeah.
Not true. You love Greg. I love Greg.
No, forget Greg. He called me Richard. Greg's done.
Was it Greg that called you Richard, or
Greg called me Richard Inferno? Yeah, couldn't even hit me with the Ricardo.
Yeah.
Very hurtful, Greg. Thanks a lot, bud. Spent a whole weekend with you for nothing.
I cannot take a side here.
You're good. You're good.
Steve's way better.
You could take a side, but you don't have to.
I value both the Forbidden Mountain and Ravensburger.
No, that's fair.
No, I love everyone else at Ravensburger.
Poor Greg. I love Greg. I hope Greg comes and hangs out. And obviously we know that Steve is coming, which is great. Hopefully, never know. Maybe there's some more friends that show up. Maybe you keep telling me there's more announcements. So is there a stream tomorrow night also?
For us, there's no stream tomorrow from Pro Play Games. So no tomorrow. But yeah, I'm excited for everyone to see the full lineup of CCQs. Just tune into the Lorecast. I think it's going to be a great time for everybody.
For sure. For just so everyone knows though, that stream that you did last Thursday, is that like a planned quarterly thing, monthly thing? Does that have any structure to it yet, further than just the one-off?
Yeah, so I mean, we're doing a lot of the Pro Play Summits, and I think it was a great idea to do a live stream, kind of talking about the logistics, give everybody a chance to ask questions. Me, Cassie, and if you've met Danny, We all hung out in the Pro Play Games Discord server yesterday after the announcement came out. We were there for maybe 3 or 4 hours answering questions. So yeah, we're trying to be really accessible. And to that end, you'll see us in the Discord more often. You'll also see us doing live streams that kind of go over information more often. Because I'm hearing it too from the Lorcana community. You all want information, and we want to share as much as we possibly can to kind of bolster that effort too. So we'll do that as regularly as we think we need to whenever like a lot of information comes out.
Yeah. So if you're not, join the PPG Discord.
Oh, definitely join the Discord. Yeah. We're planning really big things. So
easy.
Yeah.
Love it. Any final questions for Steve here, Mr. Richard?
I have walked into something.
I'm just kidding. Dick Burns in the house.
I gotta get one of the Forbidden Mountain backgrounds for next time I'm on.
Easy, not a problem.
So, send that over.
We can trade shirts. I can give you a shirt. You can give me a shirt. It'll be easy. It's fine.
Oh, of course. Yeah. No, we got to get you one of the PPG polos.
Love it. I mean, listen, I wear so many different things while I'm here to represent all the people I love. So it's easy.
We have to get you a PPG branded chair. That's what we need.
I listen.
I need a chair. I don't even have a back of a chair. You guys have chair backs?
This is not a joke.
I would not have guessed that was an issue for you.
I got this chair for $5 at a thrift store.
You know what? I'll take that. That's great.
Yeah, no. My kids ruined my chair, and I'm upset because it's the older ones that you can't buy new handles for. So I have to buy a whole new chair. So I'll totally take a chair.
Yeah, our partners over at Ewin Gaming are great. So it's super durable. Yeah.
Listen, I'll test one out. That's fine. They could be a new sponsor, the TFM. We take those. All right, we take those.
But not until we have the PPG branded ones in stock, and then
fine.
Of course,
that's fine. Perfect. Sounds good to me. Steve, I'm so excited. We have this event is like 18 days away. It's gonna be here for. I keep saying that to you because it's true. Like before I know it, I will see you on that Thursday morning and be like, "Oh, hey, Steve, we're here." Talk to me. Just what has to happen between now and then that might make you stress-free before the weekend starts?
Well, I'll be honest with you. Pro Play Games has been expanding their team. And we just do that continuously. But if you follow us on social media, follow us on LinkedIn, you'll see we've already posted up even more event coordinator positions. And so as the team grows, my life gets infinitely easier. If you'll notice, I have way less gray hair than I did last year. We're doing great.
That's good. Yeah, I mean, for us, even from Texas to Denver, there's been a lot to Judge Cassie
Yep.
Doe, who is your co-host,
Mm-hmm.
and she has been absolutely wonderful to work with. We were just giving her a bit of a praise before you got on the show.
Good.
Our event that we're hosting this weekend, that's a Pro Play qualifier, the package got lost. Like it was lost in transition. Cassie very quickly figured it out, got it fixed for us. So we're going to have everything we need for this weekend for our event.
Yeah.
Make sure that goes. But like the idea that even that part of your process for the Pro Play Summits is taken care of in such a great value of way just speaks to what Pro Play is doing. I mean, you guys, to me, you're setting the standard for what everyone else has to be doing. So thank you for that, for sure.
It is a lot of customer service on our end. And that's, I'm so glad to have as many hands as we possibly can get. A lot of the judges reach out and say, hey, what can I do to assist? Whenever that happens, we try to bring them in on the planning process as much as we possibly can. It's been great. The community really supports everything that we're doing. We love our Lorcana players. It's just, it's heartwarming every time someone reaches out and says, hey, I love what you guys are doing. How can I help? I really want to get on board. Cassie was one of those people, and she's just been a godsend just every day that she shows up. It's so great.
Absolutely. Love it. And she's a Labubu fanatic.
Yeah, I think her and Anna clicked it up pretty well in Texas. I don't know if you follow us on social media, but
yeah, no, I had never held one before, and
I
she
didn't
walked
know.
over. She walked over to me and Liam, and she's like, "No, put this in your hand." And I'm like, "Okay." It's like, okay, you got it, Cassie. Whatever.
Yeah. I didn't know Labubu's had purchased tickets for the event, but they were everywhere, so I should have seen it coming. Yeah. And you know, that's one of the things that I think you know, George is so good at identifying a trend that's upcoming and then trying to figure out how do we work this into a tournament, because not a lot of people would have looked at Labubu's and said, "Hey, let's play for one of these."
Well,
but it's like once you do it once, you're like, "Wait, why isn't everyone doing this?"
yeah, I will say it's much better than air fryers. You know, I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Yeah. I think a lot of our tournament pricing does beat air fryer.
For sure. Steve, anything you would like to say to the audience before we get you out of here?
Thank you guys so much for continuing to support Pro Play Games. I'm really excited about this CCQ and just everything that the Pro Play Summit has to offer as it continues to evolve and expand and grow and just fill every space in the community. We're very much looking forward to like all of the things, all of the surprises that you'll see when you get on site. And I hope that you all enjoy this venue as much as I do.
Yeah, you know, peek behind the curtain. We had a meeting with the production team, and we saw pictures of the ballroom, and I was just like, oh man, this is all right. It's gonna be good, guys. I'm excited.
Yeah, we're gonna get some good videos out of it. Definitely, if you're not able to join us, don't worry. You know, Dan and the whole crew will be on site doing commentary the entire weekend. So you'll find it on Twitch.
Pro Play Games.
Twitch.tv/ProPlayGamesLive.
Gotcha.
And then, you know, follow us on social media. You'll see all of the event photos. We're going to be really excited to share out how pretty the venue is. So if you're not there in person, just follow us on social media.
Love it. Love to hear it. I'm excited, Steve. It's been a pleasure, as always, to have a nice conversation with you. Congratulations again. Being announced at the first CCQ to me is just incredible. I'm so very excited to be a part of it.
It was really not necessarily our goal, but I'm happy that at every step of Lorcana we have been first, and that completely by accident. But Dan, you've been incredible and along with us for the ride literally the entire way. So
yeah.
You know, I always have a soft spot in my heart for the Forbidden Mountain.
Love it. Love to hear it. Thank you so much, sir, and we'll see you in a few weeks.
All right, thank you, Dan.
See you later, Steve.
Thanks, Dick.
Anytime.
It's always fun. It's always fun hanging out with friends, you know?
Christian prefers the air fryers.
That's true. That's true. I'm gonna attempt to get my wife on the pod real quick.
Whoa.
Listen.
Is that first?
Yeah, I mean, not really, but you know.
I don't remember who from our Discord. If you're not in our Discord, you should probably join it. I don't remember who it was, but they were like, no, we shouldn't have air fryers. We should have ice machines. Because we gotta keep things frozen for Disney.
Oh, but I'm not.
Yeah, it wasn't my joke. I don't remember who to give it credit though.
Okay.
So, apologies.
Okay. That's fair.
They can jump in the comments.
Yeah, that was like, was that recent or was that?
That was like a year ago. You know how my brain works.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I know it's someone active though. So
Okay. That's funny. Yeah, I don't remember. I just remember always making fun of the air fryer. That's it, you know.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, Christian Young has just become synonymous with the air fryer guy. I mean, like literally he met someone like, are you the guy that won the air fryer? Like when that's your thing, you got to lean in.
You've made it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Put it on your resume.
You got to lean in.
Friar Tuck is here.
Yeah. So I think obviously there's so many good things to take away from the conversation with Steve, but I'm not kidding. I remember that conversation that we had on the phone and he said, what do you think about Sealed? I'm like, I think Sealed's great, but you know, it's like, how do you do it? You know, like, how do you say you have this much product for this many players and all those things? And To hear him also say, yeah, like it's tough. That's a sentiment to the distribution stuff. So it's nice to know that it's hitting everybody. It's not just
that is nice to know. You can all suck it. It's nice to know that you're all hurt. I know that's not what you meant, but it's funny.
I just, the struggle is real, I think. So it's nice to see that it is hitting everybody, and it's not like it's pick and choosing and things like that. It's like, no, this is a problem, and Ravensburger is working through it, and that's the good news. So, I don't know if my wife is going to come back, but we're going to try. If she does, she'll interrupt us. But Dick Burns, 3 days from now, players were going to sit down and play Disney Lorcana with Fabled in the first rotation.
Right.
You've spent some time playing the format on the Lorcanito,
Yes, and a little bit in person.
A little bit in person. We got the. Are you? I know the answer to this, but I'm going to ask and let you answer. Are you the print my proxy kind of guy, or are you just I'm going to play this card that says it's this thing, or do you actually have like little white post-it notes?
I actually haven't done anything. Kent has provided everything, but he has like picture perfect aside from the fact that it says test on it.
Yep.
Because he is like the epitome of I will never commit a crime in my life.
Okay.
All right. But I actually bought these just index cards to write the cards on when they were spoiled, so that I could like, instead of reading it on the computer, I could like visualize it in my hand. That's how weird I am. So, but yeah, I can basically do anything. I could flip a card backwards. I could do something the same ink costs, whatever.
I got a comment from Steve after the fact. They can put at least one air fryer on the prize wall. So there you have it. Someone could win it. Someone could win it.
They gotta get it. Like they gotta get a PPG insignia on it.
Yeah, you guys just. I mean, it could be a sticker. It's fine.
Right. That won't peel off the 350-degree air fryer.
No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Ask Ravensburger to bring one of these stickers.
There you go. You can't get it off that bag.
Right. I'll save that bag for the rest of my life till I get that. They'll invent something in 2035, some kind of solvent.
Yeah.
To preserve a sticker. But yeah,
hopefully the stickers will be a lot easier to acquire in the next few months.
Well, JDZ's got them. Now that he works there, we can all get
them. True.
But yeah, this format, it's a doozy. It's not great for my mental health, that's for sure.
I don't think anything's good for your mental health.
Card games aren't. Being on commentary is great. I can't wait for us to commentate PPG. Even though it's a CCQ, it's still rather commentating than playing it.
Oh yeah. Well, it's actually funny. I remember when I officially agreed to come on and do the show, Cassie's like, "Yeah, you're gonna regret this," and I was like, "Oh, now I know why." I was like, "Oh, okay, I see you. I see you."
What's it called? Yeah, I don't know if we might have touched on it a little bit. So I cheated in a game of Disney Lorcana, right?
Like the multiplayer game?
Yes. But we're leading with it could be anything. It could have been a boat. Yeah, so I cheated in the multiplayer game. I fell asleep.
Where the rules are made up and the points don't matter.
Right. I fell asleep that night. Had a nightmare. That I cheated in the game. Okay. Yeah. Got up out of bed, walked over to my computer, turned on my flashlight on my phone. Liz wakes up, my wife. She's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I think I did something bad." And my conscience is killing me. I have to check.
Jiminy Cricket's just up there.
Yeah. So I looked through the deck. Wouldn't you know it? Ruby card.
Yeah.
I was like, God, I am so stupid. That okay. Now, flash forward. Me and Kent were play testing. We then play a board game. Okay. Lord of the Rings Duel. All right.
Okay.
It was a great game. So there are 2 trackers on the game. One for the good guys, one for the bad guys. I was playing as the bad guys. I accidentally used the good guy tracker and won the game. I, again, like a day later, I'm laying in bed and it dawns on me that I did that.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I wasn't even thinking about the game. It dawns on me that I did that. I had to quickly Google the game, find the game piece to see if the trackers were identical, which they were. And I was very relieved. But I thought I cheated in a non-competitive board game against my friend with 0 witnesses. And I was so stressed out. Okay. Kent was dying laughing when I brought this up to him yesterday.
Oh man.
Me, Liz, and Kent went and played board games yesterday after he just dogged all over me with Churn of Dogs. I was borrowing his deck. I threw that and I went, all right, go get a board game. I was like, I'm done testing, dude. I'm just gonna 0-3 ink and be like, hey, I know you have 27 casters. Can I get on for a round? Yeah. Like, God, Matt, I'll give you $50. You let me on for 5 minutes with Lorcana Villain. But it's brutal, dude. It's brutal. You'll like this is the epitome of rock paper scissors right now, except it's not like. You know, in rock, paper, scissors, that game's even, right? But this would be like if rock was a comet and it just came down and blasted a pair of scissors just like into the core of the earth, all right? It's as if the scissors were a samurai. Yeah, that's so funny. I saw it. I didn't want to interrupt this terrible joke I'm making. I was gonna address it. Yeah, man, if you want viewership, me and Lorcana Villain on stream together. That's viewership.
Oh man.
What's it called? It is like it's not like how you would traditionally view rock paper scissors in a trading card game. It's more like 3-person teams. Yeah, except we have no Spock or Lizard. That's a big problem. Like if there was a deck that was just like better than 80% of the decks, but automatically lost to one, I'd still love that way more.
Sure.
I feel like, you know, how 3-person teams where you have to use all 6 inks, you sit down and you could basically just be like, all right, everyone show your decks. All right, you lose to you, I lose to you, and he loses to you. We concede. That's how 3-person teams has been in this game for the most part. Unless your team is just like cracked.
Yeah.
And you're playing against people that just like play for fun. But like usually it's like, oh, I ran into my 80-20 matchup.
Yeah.
But my 2 teammates ran into their 80-20 matchup in the other direction, you know? Yeah, and that's terrible. What it has felt like right now. And I'm sure the meta will change drastically soon, especially considering people will have things to actually play for. People won't have their hidden stuff and stuff like that. I mean, we got a few tricks up our sleeves still, right? But I am trying to test with every deck, and I'll go on. You watched me. I'll go on a tear, like 8-0, 10-0, lose 2 in a row. This deck's dog. Smack my computer. I'm going to bed.
Yeah, I have a couple notes for sure. Like, I feel that there are some specific players that are either on the team or, you know, I'm close to and I watch them and I can see their effort. I can see their work go in. And we are now 3 days from opening weekend. Southside Gaming, they're going to host their event. They have their thing. We have our thing that we're doing. There are going to be 2 tournaments of at least 50 plus players on average that you're going to have reports from in the opening weekend. Anaheim also has an event. I don't know how well theirs is selling. I don't actually have no idea, but I know there's another one on the West Coast as well. So you're going to have 3 events opening weekend in like basically the corners of the USA almost, you know. And you're gonna have like whatever happens in Europe because they always have something there too.
Yeah,
So,
and some weird Amber Emerald deck will win somehow.
yeah,
And then no one will ever play it again.
yeah. And I feel like it's hilarious to me that you get this way, you know, and it's not just you, right? Like it's the average player. The average player has spent, you know, I would say the above average player. I'm sorry. The above average player has spent way more time and effort over the last 2 weeks since the whole set's been revealed, playing all these games, learning all this information, learning all this lines, and now you're getting to like almost the quote starting line, and you're just acting as if all the pieces are going to fall off. I have no doubt that the players that have been putting in effort over the last few weeks are going to come out this weekend swinging. You know, I have no doubt that there's going to be some deck that comes out of left field this weekend that crushes. And the whole truth about that deck is that it might be terrible, you know, but like, it might be a terrible deck, but it might be great for the room that it's in. And everyone will be excited that there'll be some new thing, and then maybe it's not good. But the point is here is that I have watched you do this over and over again, where all of a sudden you're like, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. And then you're like, oh my God, I hate this. What am I doing? The other day when I woke up and you wrote like, I lost 4 games in a row, I'm done. I'm like, dude, like
yeah, where's that 10? I'm
like,
ready to take a break.
You just like bro, you need to just calm. All right.
What format is Milwaukee?
It is this format.
Cool. Ravensburger, we would love to commentate Milwaukee. Yes, you can hear the work. You can hear the work that we're putting in, and we know all the lines for all the decks. We know all the cards. All right, we're experts. I could tell you who's going to win on turn 1. I won't say it on the stream, but I could tell you.
That's Nick Burns. Like, this is literally him. You know.
Here's my problem. I was telling Kent this too. Me and Kent, we're playing at the store 2 decks that we probably will never play in a tournament. Okay, just to understand them. And when I lose like 3 games in a row, I'm like, my whole head is, man, if I was in the finals of a CCQ right now, I'd be out. And I can't get past that. Like 2-game format ruined locals for me. I've said that before. Like I would go to locals, get first place, but like 3 or 4 rounds were 2-1, and I'm like, that's not good enough, dude. And it's like, and I'm not even like playing the deck I would play in a DLC.
Yeah.
But that's just how my brain works. I wake up in the middle of the night with nightmares from casual games. I take playtesting too seriously. That's just, there's no way around it. I can't fix it. I'm 37. If people thought that like you're incapable of change after, 50, try being me when I turn 20. All right. I still listen to the same bands I listen to on repeat.
I mean, I think that's not to me, not even uncommon,
Yeah, no, I'm just adding on to like,
yeah. I'm like, that's normal. Like, what?
Guess what? Every meal I get, I eat all my food in order. All right.
Good time. Happy belated birthday, sir.
Oh, thanks. I don't like celebrating. It's nothing but disappointment. Once I turned like 20 and my entire family went bowling on my birthday, and they were like, oh yeah, we're all going bowling if you want to join us.
Yeah.
I realized, oh, I'm a moron. Like, your birthday means absolutely nothing. It's more of a celebration for the parents to congratulate themselves on keeping their child alive another year. Yeah, it's like taking your 2-year-old to Disney World.
Oh my God.
It's like taking your 2-year-old to Disney World. They're not going to remember it. That's for you. But they'll be like, but they'll rub it in their kid's face.
Oh, yeah, for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
Right? Like, oh, I took you to Disney World when you were 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Man.
Yeah, so like,
this is like, I already had a really weird subject to bring up to you. And now you just triggered a whole other weird subject. And now I'm like,
just passed in our broadcast.
I don't know what to do. All right. I don't know what to do.
Dude, I was so sad in that photo. I played it up for the camera, but like I won 1 box, and if I had won that round, I would have won 6 boxes.
Yeah.
It's too steep.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, see, it's funny because I couldn't use a normal smiley face of you on your birthday because I know you hate it.
Right.
All right. I know you. All right. We're friends.
That's why you broadcast it to the world. That was my birthday. So everyone could message
me. No, that's a team thing. All right. Come on.
Yeah.
What if you got a gift? What if someone sent you a gift? Would you have been happy about that?
You know what was funny too? All right, let's get into sad. I wish we had sad music to play. I hosted a tournament on my birthday in my store.
No one showed up.
Basically, no one showed up. No, the second one was good.
This one?
Yeah. At least the beginning. Yeah, so I hosted a Win an Enchanted Tamatoa tournament. That might be the biggest prize that has been given out in all of North Carolina, east of Raleigh. It was insane. Liz is fine. Liz will like his birthday gift. Someone sends me a box of Fable. But anyway, yeah. I was just like, you know what? I'll work. Then I don't even have to hang out with my wife on my birthday. Yeah. I just really hate celebrating my birthday. We usually have the girls. Well, we usually have Alice's birthday party on my birthday.
Okay.
Tried having Alice on my birthday. Disappointment came out 7 days later.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then it's like
funny is because the last 2 years now you haven't had your kids on your birthday.
Yeah, I know. Well, they wanted to go live with my mom for the summer. And then we were in Toronto. I wasted, I don't even know how many hours and days getting a passport and money to get to Toronto just to fail again.
That trip led you to Japan. Think of it that way.
That's true. What does this even mean? It's probably the only prize. What we did was we had 8 people, me and James, and we did the Enchanted Tamatoa to first and $100 store credit to second.
Okay.
So we brought in $300 and we were paying out the Enchanted Tamatoa is worth like $260. So we're paying out $360 because we're not there to make money. We're there to have competition and have people have a place to hang out.
And then James won it anyway.
It's true. I conceded in top 4. So that wasn't me and James in the finals.
Fair.
But we're very upfront. Like we write in our tournaments, like the owners will be playing. Like we're losing money having the store so that we have a place to play because there's nowhere to play that like the best stores have their locals on weekends. So we can't do those.
They just announced Charge Collectible in Raleigh Durham.
Yeah, it was weird. So people assumed that it was like a full-blown permanent spot.
Yeah.
But then the wording seemed weird. It was like this weekend we've rented the Macy's or something like that. Oh. So I don't know.
Like this weekend?
No, like on this weekend, and then they put the date. Oh, we rented the Macy's, like both stories available or something like that. So I don't know if it's a permanent thing or if it's Spirit of Halloween situation. Maybe they're testing it out. Dude, I don't understand how I said this to Devin at SSG. I don't understand how Spirit of Halloween can just roll in for a month and tournament organizers can't just get a Sears for a weekend. You know?
I don't know. I think to me, you know, and I probably should have said this when Keith was on. I feel like most people just don't they don't have the balls, if I'm being honest, to like take the leap and try and do it. I don't think that was that bad. I'm just being truthful, right? Like people are
that nonstop.
Like people are just like low risk, you know, like they're not like nobody wants to take a risk.
I know. And honestly, it's insane.
This weekend coming up, like it was a calculated risk that I felt good about that instantly dropped off. But even now where we are, I'm just going to be like, you know what? It is what it is. I want to go. I want to put on a good event. I want to make sure everyone's happy. I want to make sure the community center does well. You know, I'm very hopeful for a lot of things. So it would be so easy for me to just like go on the internet and cry about it, about how like our business is probably going to lose money this weekend. But it's like, dude, you know what? I don't care. Like if 60 people show up, awesome. 70 people show up, awesome. 40 people show up, whatever. We tried. At least I can say we tried, rather than go for the next 2 years, go like, oh, I didn't even try, so like I guess it's never gonna work. Like at least I can say I tried, and that's kind of where I'm at with it. All right, so I'm gonna use this period of time to go completely off topic.
Okay.
Wait, let's answer this question first. What's this say? TOing an event doesn't make money until you're over 256. Not many people can afford the upfront cost to even break even. I totally agree with this. Matt is correct. For anyone that doesn't know Matt, he's the host and running Ink. So how you doing, Matt? Hope you're having fun. Can't wait to see you next weekend. It's going to be great. I'm excited.
Me and Matt should get married. Dick Dixon.
Dick Dixon. There you go. Interesting. And it's probably better than Dick Burns. So
yeah, there's a guy locally. I haven't seen him in a couple of sets now. His last name is Butts. Butts.
Okay.
Yeah, I told him. I told his wife. So if you guys ever get divorced, I'm in there. I'm getting married.
Anyway, so all right. So this past weekend, it was a true roller coaster of an event, right? It was Kylie and I's 11-year wedding anniversary, which was great. We went out. We went to it's called Charcoal now, but we've been there a couple times. It was Gaucho's Prime.
Oh, that's funny, because when I saw the photos, I'm like, that looks exactly the same.
Yeah. So it was Gaucho's Prime, but now it's Charcoal Grill or Charcoal Prime, whatever it is. Apparently, when I asked Scott about it, he said they're franchising, so they had to change the name. So same exact place, same exact food, same exact service. It was great. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
I wake up Saturday morning or Sunday morning. It's your birthday. I'm excited. I'm getting ready. I'm making my post. I messed up in the post, which was hilarious. Pave was the one that figured out that I messed it up. And what's really funny about it, it's not like I made it that morning. Like I made it the same day I made Melissa's. So I was wrong for like a week.
Yeah. I told me he should have left it.
Yeah.
Way better. Way more engagement.
True. I should have let people hate on it, but it's fine. It was your birthday. I didn't want to mess it up. So then I get the unfortunate news that my uncle passed away. Mm-hmm. And we're having obviously a bunch of weird conversations all weekend, but the reoccurring thing that happened was my uncle comes from a family from my pop and my nan. My pop passed away in 2007, and then my nan passed away some time frame after that, right? And I'm like starting to feel kind of bad, like in my own like brain, because I could not remember when she passed away. Like I literally just couldn't do it, right? Mm-hmm. I was like, I'm starting to feel bad about it. So like I have a conversation with Kylie. I'm like, do you remember this? Like, because I can't remember it, right? And Kylie's like, she goes, I literally can't remember anything. I don't remember how it happened. I don't remember when it happened. I don't remember what year it was. I'm like, wow, that's so weird. Okay.
And then you find out she's still alive.
Hold on. This gets weird. All right. It gets weird. So we do the funeral home on Tuesday, and we're setting everything up for the funerals on Friday. And on the drive to the cemetery, I'm with my grandmother and my mom. And I was like, do you guys like remember what year Nan passed away? And neither of them knew. Okay. We're talking like now this is like the daughter and the granddaughter, and they don't know. And I'm like, all right, this is just weird now. All right. Like this is weird. So we get all the way to the gravesite because my uncle is being buried next to my nan and pop. And my nan and pop are they're buried on top of each other, and their cemetery marker, Ralph and Eleanor Warner. And it has Ralph 1922 to 2007. And then it has Eleanor 1922, and the date wasn't there. Dude, I looked at this woman. I'm like, why is there no date? And I'm telling you, I felt like I was in the Matrix. Like,
Yeah,
like this,
you're part of the simulation.
like this whole thing never happened. And I'm like, this is the creepiest thing ever. And the whole time, all I'm thinking about is you. Because I'm thinking, like, all I'm thinking about is you. And I'm like, oh my God, Dick is going to love this story. And I'm going to save it. And I'm going to talk about it on the podcast.
Yeah, so since I don't know when it happened, it hasn't loaded into the simulation. That's what
Dude, it was so weird. And like, because I literally, I swear, I probably scared the woman because I was like, I don't think you understand how weird this is. All right. Like, and then finally, my mom ruined the whole bit. She's like, oh, I have the card. When I get home, I'll look for it. I literally said to her, I was like, I hope you can't find it. I was like, it's like,
Nan's sipping Mai Tais in Florida.
That's what I said. I'm like, this didn't even happen. She's just like, she's just Elvis, you know?
Yeah.
Like, oh, it was so funny. So yeah, that was my fun off-topic story for the week. But
yeah, I speaking of Elvis, I took my grandmom to Graceland, and when we got to his cemetery thing, she started crying. I said, "Grandma, you didn't know Elvis was dead?" In front of like thousands of people. Yeah, that was her favorite memory of that trip.
Nice.
She still brings it up to me.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's
oh God.
So anyway, I think the metagame's fine. I'm just,
Yeah, sure. I mean, any deck can win because it's all about who you run into.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that it's fine. I think there's a lot of people that are really worried about something that I'm just not worried about, I think that even in a world where there is like this rock, paper, scissors format that you're associating, which I think is a really fair assessment. I'm not hating on the assessment whatsoever. I still think there's just layers to rock and layers to paper and layers to scissors that it currently feels pretty fair. And it feels pretty close to just saying like, yeah, man, I just have to dodge this kind of bad matchup. But the real truth is again, these players that we're talking about, they've been playing the game for weeks. Like they've been playing the format for weeks. You're going to sit down. If you're playing in a tournament this weekend, you're going to sit down from your opponent and your opponent's going to read like half your cards, even though you've been playing the cards for a year. Like people are still going to read them. They're going to pick up Tiana, who came out in set 6, and be like, what does this card do? Like, yeah, you're going to still blow people out with Belle. You're going to still trap people with Elsa. Like, there's just, you've been playing the game. You've been playing this new format for weeks, and players haven't been.
Here's the thing. If I was playing in a tournament this week, well, for one, I am playing in a tournament this week. I'm playing Ruby Sapphire because it's still set 8 in North Carolina. But anyway, if I was playing in a tournament this weekend, yeah, I'll probably win, because I'm the best. But I'm not trying to beat all the random scrubs that are just going to show up. And if you have to pick up my card and read it, you should concede. It's against the rules. Okay. If you don't have every single card memorized and you're playing in a tournament that you paid money for, let me tell you, you might as well took that entry fee and riffed it up. Okay. But I'm not trying to beat those people. I'm trying to beat, Zach Bivens.
Yeah. And you can beat Zach Bivens.
Well, I should have named someone better. Okay. I'm trying to.
Okay. I really wish we wrote that one up, but we didn't.
Dude, I tried reading off a script earlier for something, and I sounded like a robot. I have to fully be in character and vibe for me to be funny at all. You've seen me just like sit in the corner of rooms and silence. People would be shocked. The people that watch us.
Yeah. I had to record some content for something that comes out on Friday, and I won't lie, it was like one of those where anyone, if it sees the light of day, like I have no idea if this will or will not see it, but people will probably think that I like wrote it down, and I was just like record. No, like I'm telling you, it was one take, and I didn't write anything down. It was just completely off the riff because it was, it was one of those. But it is fun when you have to do stuff like that, you know. And even like right now, like obviously, listen, for 3 days, I have not slept very well in the last 4 days, but the next 3 days are even worse probably. But I am so excited and hopeful that I just get to play on Sunday. Like Saturday, I can't play. I'm hosting. I got, I'm running the tournament. I'm doing all this stuff. But Sunday, I think I'm going to be playing, and I'm so very excited to do that because I like the format. I'm a big fan. I think that I could show up on Sunday and play like 4 different decks, and it like I'd be fine doing any of those things. And it's just like it. I don't know. I think I'm excited for the first couple weeks here, and I'm also hopeful because I feel like a lot of people think that the format is quote solved in quotation marks, which is
well, those people are scrubs.
It's just like ridiculous,
Mm-hmm.
to say the least. Because
I think it's like nearly impossible. We don't have all the information.
Yeah, even in a world where this format is solved, something will break, and then there'll be another there is so much Disney Lorcana from this week to Milwaukee that it's insane.
Listen, watch Loki, and when they start branching, that's what happens when someone top 8s with a random deck. For those at home, I'm not talking to you. You know this.
Yeah.
I wouldn't share a screen with you if I thought you were stupid, unless I was forced to at an event like PPG or something.
Oh,
I wanted to leave that. Yeah, you can guess who that's about in the comments below. I wanted to leave. Did you click this off or did it go away after a certain time?
I clicked it off.
How dare you? I wanted to remember this.
Okay.
Yeah. So, wow. This guy. So anyway, okay.
All right.
That was funny. Oh, we swapped. All right. This is much better, actually, the swapping, because I try to face you. Face you, but then I'm not looking at you. People have no clue. I'm just looking at like a random notch in the wall when I'm talking to you. So anyway, well, now I'm looking at my bed. So anyway, when I played other card games, I would try to play with all full art cards or all foreign cards. It's a good test. Like as soon as my opponent was like, "What does that card do?" I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna win." Like a moron. This is great. Also, I'm joking, obviously. I didn't say that or think that. But I think that when people say things like, man, at the end of the day, my brain is mush. I just don't think you play test it enough.
Yeah.
If you watch like professional basketball players, they could probably hit threes blindfolded, right?
Yeah.
There's like highlight reels of basketball player or even football players, like when they get the snap, not even looking and adjusting the ball perfectly to where it needs to be for what they need to do. And it's the same thing. And it's from years and years and years of practice and being in these situations. It's so rare if you've play tested a lot, which it comes from a place of privilege. Obviously, I don't have to like work or anything. So what else am I gonna do? Spend time with my family? No, they try to wish me happy birthday. Forget that. So like if you're in the same situation over and over and over, and it can be other card games because there's always the same macro archetypes, stuff like that. If you're in these situations over and over, you just get used to it. Nunez shared a great video from LSV. I believe it was from TCG Player, their YouTube channel. I think they bought all of Channel Fireball and they're like doing TCG Player stuff now. But yeah, he was talking about intuition. And he was like, yeah, even when you don't know your opponent has something in the back of your head is telling you that they're playing in such a way that you've seen thousands of times and they have it. So like in our game, that would be prepared. Okay. Where it's like, there are just things that even if you're not thinking about it, you've probably played, if you're a Disney Lorcana player and you've played from set 1, you've probably played against Be Prepared hundreds of times. and you realize, well, you don't realize, but your mind realizes, oh wow, most people that have a B prep, like they take turn 6 off, stuff like that, because they're stupid. You know what I do? I play a shark on 6. They're like, oh, well, they're not gonna B prep their own shark. I'll play my whole land. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So I think that if your brain is mush at the end of the day, then your opponents probably just put you in really weird situations that you haven't tested enough, or you haven't tested enough on the normal play lines. Which is also why rogue decks are so successful coming out the gates. You have no preparation against it unless it's like just a straightforward macro archetype.
So what most people don't know is that it takes 66 days to either create a habit or break a habit. So if you just even attempt to explain that in terms of card games, it's kind of insane to consider, because like most habits, let's just say it's working out, right? Like, let's just say you really want to get into working out, and, most people, they'll go and they'll be like, oh, I got to the gym today. I got to the gym another day. I got to the gym another day. And they do that for a week. And then like they do it for a second week. And then in that third week, they like, oh, I'll skip today. No big deal. No big deal. I'll skip today. And then by the time they get to that 5th week, they're no longer doing it, right? Like they couldn't even successfully get to the habit because it takes 66 days to create a habit. So in card games, you have these games where like you play 10, 20, 30, 40 games, right? Like, and it might take until game 50 for you to just do something without even thinking about it, right? Like it has to become second nature. It has to become habit. And that's what happens in these testing sessions when you're just doing that for weeks upon end, because we are fortunate to have a digital client that like allows you and enables you to do that if you so choose. If you live close, honestly, I've said this in the past, some of my best days for testing were days where I'm like, hey, Dick, like just come over to my house. We're going to play games for 8 hours. Like I miss the ability to do that because we used to do it. And I always felt that was the best days for me. So those are the things that you have to do to where you get at the end of a 7, 8, 9 round tournament and go, I'm all right. Like I'm okay. And don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
The whole truth is it's experience, right? Like it's not even just testing. Like you and I have been playing games since we were 10, 11, 12 years old. For me, a 9 round tournament is nothing. Like in all honesty, aside from getting hangry, right? Like I can go all day and like focus on cards and not eat. Like it's possible at the end of the day, hangry for sure. Like, oh, I should have ate a little bit more. Should have took care of myself a little bit more, but you can still do it, right? Like it's still possible. And I think that is exactly the problem that most players in Disney Lorcana don't understand yet. And I think the DLCs, they're going to be harder than ever. Like 2-game format was, I'll be honest, it was easy. Like all of a sudden we're going to be starting to play best of 3. We're playing 9 rounds. We're playing 8 rounds, coming back for another 4 rounds. If you make top cut, another X, like those weekends are going to be way more difficult than 2-game format ever was,
Yeah.
And I think that's going to show a next level of players as well. So right now, if you're going to Milwaukee, if you're going to a CCQ, you better start playing games. You better get to your local game store as much as you can to play games, in all honesty.
Yeah, it can, for sure. Does testing against the same person eventually lead to diminishing returns because you know each other's sex and tendencies, leading you to mold against playing against just them? There's so many times. I mean, I think at this point, not necessarily for us. Like, we could play face-up hands with people that we're teaching, and we can easily say, listen, if I couldn't see your hand, this is what I would have done.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And be 100% honest about that. A lot of people can't be.
Yeah.
So I think for us, no big deal. I do think that if you're like this, your first trading card game, yeah, probably that definitely factors into it. Actually, hilariously enough, I'm not going to name the names. Someone was like, yeah, I've only play tested the past month with person B. I forgot how to play into a whole new world. He was like, I feel like a moron. He was like he was specifically only playing against someone who played Amber Steel without a whole new world.
Yeah.
And just like ran into a whole new world deck at DLC Atlanta.
Yeah.
And was like, yeah, I'm like playing hardcasting friends.
Yeah. Yeah. And that, I mean, that they're like, we call that like inbred testing, right? Like if you do too much of it, it becomes a problem. Like we noticed it, I think ironically at DLC Atlanta, right? We had spent like, we got there Wednesday night, all day Thursday, all day Friday, testing. And we were all frustrated because we just kept splitting, you know, like everybody was just splitting. It's like, oh my God, I can't, like no one's getting over the hump. No one's getting those 2-0s. And then all of a sudden, I think, you know, I can't remember how many people like stayed in the house, but I think it was 6 of us that want to let it go or better in that event, you know, like the whole weekend or the whole time leading up to the tournament, we're like, how's anyone going to get a 2-0? Like, this is ridiculous. How are we going to get 2-0s? And then all of a sudden it was like, oh, wow, this is, like, we're just playing against players that are worse than us. Like,
remember Chicago when I got CC'd?
Yeah.
In the mirror.
Yeah.
And I said, I didn't know my opponents were going to play bad cards. Like, we had completely written that card off in that deck. Then I 2-0'd them. But, like, it, you know, for a second there, I'm just like, oh my God, I got by this garbage because there's like no way I thought this would ever be in someone's deck because I'm stupid. Because, like, I've only played against
like real decks. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's a real thing. Funny
but true. But that is it. Like, so that is like the one factor. But that's also kind of where it's nice. Like it's kind of a bit of a blessing and a curse in some ways, because I do wish that our team was a little bit closer together in some certain situations. I definitely gained the most out of sitting at a card table playing games. Like that should always going to be me.
Especially because when you look at things like on the computer, even through webcams on the computer, it looks so different.
Yeah.
It's like not even close to the same muscle memory and all that.
No, it's not. Well, that's also the thing. And you've said this before, like when you're testing for a tournament, you should test on the platform that you're going to be playing in.
Yeah.
So like if you spend 1,000 games and listen, I'm not here to hate or anything like that, but I feel like at Worlds, there were players that made mistakes on camera. And to me, in my opinion, that was because they played not enough games on paper. Yeah. I really felt like a lot of those games, like I had watched things that I know for a fact I would never miss the trigger because I've done it a bazillion times. But when you play on a platform that does everything for you, you don't think about it. You just know it happens. Well, all of a sudden you start missing triggers, and you're on camera at Worlds, and we saw it. It wasn't a few times. Like it happened like quite a bit of times at Worlds. And I thought, if it were me, it's like, all right, if I missed the first one, fine. I missed the second one, I feel pretty embarrassed, in all honesty. If I went back and
you could tell one person was very embarrassed. It's unfortunate. It felt bad.
Yeah, but that's it. Like that to me means you're spending way too much time playing, like not playing with cards in your hand. And that's like a lesson to be learned in itself, is like, these cards, we get these cards in our hand on Friday or before then. You got to start playing with the cards and start, like, go to your LGS next week, get in there, play some games, find a friend, like whatever. Like I'm considering like trying to figure out like maybe a night that I'm just going to go out next week and just play games, because I'm like, I want to get more live reps in before we get to inking,
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Kent. Dude, Kent's the man. You need a Kent. Kent keeps 8 of every card, and he keeps the metagame in his backpack.
That's kind of what I do. So
phenomenal.
I just need someone to play against.
Yeah. He'll have a foil deck and a non-foil deck of the same deck.
Nice.
I borrowed Ruby Sapphire from him for my tournament, and he played the same exact list. And I think he gave me the foil one. But
sponsored by Kent.
Yeah, no, he's awesome. Dude, I didn't want to interrupt you earlier when you were talking about like you just get used to things, you learn to expect things. Like we played a board game last night. I don't know if anyone in chat has ever heard of it. It's called Vantage, and you go to different parts of a world, and each part of the world is on its own card, right? So Liz hasn't played board games her whole life, like Monopoly and Phase 10, stuff that's not an actual board game, just like garbage. But so she's like, okay, she got a new card, and you're not allowed to look at the other people's cards. And then she's like, okay, what do I do? And I was like, does it have a trigger? And Kent goes, I didn't tell you cards could have triggered effects on them.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, why wouldn't they? Like we could end up like I ended up inside a fish's mouth in one of them. Okay. I was floating in the water, I dove underwater, a fish ate me. So like take 1 damage. And I'm like, that just makes sense that if we can end up in random places, like Liz ended up in a hot spring and took 3 burn damage. Right. Yeah. And he was just like, dude, your brain is insane. This is his first card game, but he's a board game player.
Yeah.
And he is just like shocked when he goes to teach me a board game. And I just look at it and I go, yeah, I know all the rules. I know everything.
Yeah.
Like, it's all good.
Well, that's like, I can't remember the exact comments that Nunez made, but I remember when Nunez was talking about like going to some board game thing, and the only question I'd asked was, well, what's like the average end game number?
Yeah.
Like that's all I needed. He's like, the rules or whatever. I just need to know like what the goal is. Like if you can tell me what the average goal is, I'll be able to play the game. And I'm like, yeah, that's just how we think.
Yeah.
That's just it.
Yeah, I soloed the game last night. Kent and Liz kind of just watched me, and I was out exploring. I wasn't even trying to win.
Wow.
But anyway, yeah, that just stuck with me. It was funny because again, like he doesn't come from this world, and if you play test enough, that is just how your brain is going to be. It bleeds into normal life, even. Just like. Yeah. You randomly will see value in things that you don't normally.
Right.
So, I can't think of any good examples off the top of my head, but yeah. Anyway.
Want to have some fun?
I love fun.
Cool.
That looks like contraband.
A little circle of life action. What about this guy? He's cool. Little Mickey Mouse action.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's cool. This guy's really cool. I'm a big fan of Max Youth.
These Enchanteds, this set, fire.
Absolute fire.
Yeah.
But like this is just insane. Like
a little bit.
This is just cracked.
You're so lucky you're a content creator.
This is just cracked. Like that's cracked. That's insane. Yeah, I'm so lucky that I'm a content creator. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
that has to be it.
For those at home, /sarcasm.
Yeah, that was a comment made.
Yeah,
I messed up. All right, hold on, I gotta fix it.
To click off, I have a green screen.
Yeah, I do have a green screen, but it's not the camera.
Yeah,
correctly.
Look what happens when I click. I have a green screen. It's hilarious. Visual effects.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I had to put up the green screen for the thing I was recording for someone else, but yeah, the comment of must be nice to be an influencer was
yeah, it would be nice if we were. It would be real nice if we were.
That was
I took
That guy doesn't know it, but he hurt me. All right,
I took extreme offense to it.
He hurt me.
We've been trying for years to be an
what
influencer.
else? You know what? I didn't really want to go down, but you made me do it. All right, it's your fault now. The comments about being privileged, and I swear I feel like this happens every single set, but this time it happened for a different reason. Anyone that thinks that the Forbidden Mountain is privileged is absolutely a moron. Like I have no nice comments for you, because I have said this over and over again. Nobody in this game has worked harder than me. Nobody. Who else out there has 400 plus videos on YouTube? Who else out there is consistently going to almost every event on, like, literally in North America? There's not enough people that can sit here and even contest what I have done for Disney Lorcana and the amount of time and effort that I put into the game. Don't say I'm privileged. All right, I work for every single thing that I have, and is it a frustrating comment, because it's ridiculous. I come from nothing. All right, like, and I mean that. I come from nothing. Like, it's ridiculous. Idiots. I'm done. Done.
I got him started.
It's your fault. It's your fault. But yeah, the enchantments they're really I won't lie, like I can't, like, I'll probably do like some crazy recorded video with this iconic, but it is beautiful.
You gotta put a pillow. That's like the cool thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot on Twitter.
I'm still very hopeful to open the Minnie Mouse, to have them both. That would be really cool, but we'll see.
Yeah, maybe I will in my 8 boxes.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, yeah, I don't know. It's tough. But even this weekend, right? Like, who else out there is just coming out of their own pocket trying to host a 128 player tournament that doesn't own a store? Like, who's doing that?
I don't have an answer.
But yeah, I'm privileged. It's fine. People, you know what? People keep thinking that. That's fine. That's why, if you think I'm privileged, it's because you don't know how to work hard. It's that simple. You don't have a clue on earth how to be successful. And I'm not even saying I'm successful. I'm like the tip of even close to being successful. You know?
Hey, he said this weekend.
It's true.
And this is a fact. Luckily, I fund all of the Forbidden Mountain with my torn money. I mail it to you. You tape it back together. Take it straight to the bank.
Sure. That's how it happens.
That's canon. By the way, you know what else is canon? All the nice things PPG said about me in my bio. A few people have messaged me about it. I appreciate PPG just speaking the truth, honestly.
Don't act like you didn't write that, man. All right?
I didn't write that. Like, I know how to use the internet. No.
Stop it.
I didn't write that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop it. You're such a liar.
Also, everyone that will be PPG Denver, you're all welcome that you have a chance to get a CCQ, because it was all thanks to me being there. You know, Ravensburger was like, oh, they're bringing in the big guns. All right, well, then we are going to have to, we're going to have to really get in there and pay PPG back for hiring Dick Burns, get him out of our DMs for half a week.
Yeah. Like, we won't have to say his name if they do.
Yeah.
I get it. That's funny. Yeah. It's gonna be a fun couple weekends. I am so excited to get down to Ink. The last couple times I've been horribly. They're not even far from me. I'm 2 hours from it. And I'm like, yeah, man. I'm just like, my life is busy. It sucks. So I'm excited to not be busy.
I always try to vote or show people my appreciation, like businesses with my money.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I'm not one to go like slam businesses or whatever. I just won't shop there. I wanted Matt to know that he was getting a return on investment for flying in Lorcana Bill.
Yeah.
And that's the main reason I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm very open about that. And I think that that's good feedback for him.
I said it a couple shows ago. I was like, I literally don't care if CCS gets named a CCQ. I'm gonna go to inking because I would hate myself for the rest of my life if I wasted an opportunity with Baker being 2 hours from me to not go meet him. Like it's just ridiculous. Like
a lot of businesses don't get feedback like that, which is nice.
Yeah, I think Baker was easily probably worth 25 tickets. Like honestly, all of the Forbidden Mountain.
Yeah, 16 from us.
not all of the Forbidden Mountain. I take that back. I think there's 2 or 3 that are going to CCS, but I think 8 of us are going down to inking, and it's mostly to meet Baker.
Even Nana's signed up.
Oh man, Nana's sick at home. She didn't even get to open any packs. So I'm sad. It's fair. I'm there for Baker.
Rude.
I'm not being rude. I'm just being honest. Listen, I am upset that there hasn't been a Lorcana villain video in like a month. I'm upset about it. I want him to know that I'm upset about it. I want more Lorcana villain. Like I need him back. He's got to come back.
He said he's going on hiatus for a little bit.
Yeah, it's been a month.
Let everyone know.
You know? I know. I talked to him. All right, I know. But I'm just letting him know. You know, hopefully, if someone clips it and gets around it, great. I want Baker back. All right, I need that laugh. All right, I need to hear it. So
I wanted to joke with Kawa. I saw him in Toronto, and I wanted to be like, "Hey, are you Moyen?" And I'm like, he probably doesn't know who I am, and it'll just be offensive. Like most people know that I just joke around a lot, and I'm not being serious. But then like his post Toronto video, he was like, yeah, someone asked me if I was Moyen. I was like, I should have done it. So if anyone out there is going to Ink and you walk up to Kawa, I'll be like, Moyen, it's so nice to meet you.
That's funny.
I can't wait to go to the meet and greet.
I don't think I'm gonna make it down with a meet and greet.
You're like, yeah, I couldn't have just talked to you people normally. I had to come to this meet and greet. But no, I do love that they're doing that. Like when we first started, commenting at the encounter, the first like hour or two while you set everything up always felt like a TFM meet and greet. Like I'd walk around, sign Forbidden Mountains and Madam M snakes, and people were just like excited to talk to all of us, which was awesome.
Yeah,
that's why I'd fly up there or drive up there even, which was oof.
Yeah, they're fun. I'm excited. I'm excited for the weekend. It's not the same, but it's a different type of good. We'll see how it goes. It's not the same. People are scared. Like people are really upset that they can't get the cards they want, and I totally get that. It's not, it's not fun. I don't love the idea that like the pre-order prices for Dumbo are outrageous, but what I can also tell you is that I think through like 32 boxes, I've opened 9 Dumbos. So like, that's not good.
Yeah.
Like, that's just me being real. Like, hopefully the second half is better than the first half, but that's not good. So I don't know.
Well,
hard to say.
3 different set releases here in North Carolina. I've opened a case where every box had the same 4 legendaries.
Yes.
Which is frustrating.
Yeah.
When I don't have the power of volume,
See you later, Matt. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Yeah, I can tell you, like, I will have a better understanding through like opening the rest of it, because there's still a pretty good amount to open, but I noticed it within the first 8 boxes. There are trends in cases. We're not even talking about trends in boxes. We're talking about trends in cases. We had a case that had 0 Nala, 0 Dumbo. You know, like that's a rare we're talking about. Like we don't have any of a rare in 4 boxes.
Yeah, that's devastating.
That, I mean, like most people think, oh, I'll buy a case and then I'll just like fill in the voids. Like I'm telling you, you might buy a case and not get a place of the most playable rare in the format. Like that's scary.
He's talking about Pongo.
Yeah. How about Strength of a Raging Fire?
There's no way to draw cards in this format. You pay 5 for a 3/2 to draw a
card. So yeah, like that. Like if that's the way these are gonna go and that's how it's gonna look, that's not, that's pretty bad tracking for sure. Like people are gonna be really upset and like product's already hard to get, right? So that might be the only reason why it won't go noticed. Because most people will only get a box, or they'll get like a box here, a box there, and it won't be like a tracked case.
Yeah.
I can sit here and already tell you today that I had opened cases where you just did not get a rare or did not get a super rare, and definitely didn't get a legendary. Like there were definitely cases where it had 0 Dumbos. I had cases that had 3 Dumbos. Like, I will say I think that the epics, I can't say that they like completely alter the math or anything, but I do feel that if they do anything, they push out foil legendaries. I think that normally I would say on average 3.5 foil legendaries in a case, and now I think it's closer to 2. Like you might not even get 2 in a case. So that's through like about 30 boxes that we've opened so far. So but shout out to the Encounter for allowing us help with opening for singles and stuff like that. Otherwise wouldn't happen. But we had a show to run this weekend. It's a big show, and we're hoping we got to be as prepared as possible. So that's what we're going for. But yeah, I'm excited. Couple awesome weekends. We get to, I get to be busy this weekend. We both get to go and hang out at Ink next weekend, and then we get to go put on a show for a CCQ.
Yeah, and when's Bologna?
I'm most excited about Denver, but that's besides the point.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're part of production there, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
I have nothing to stress about. I am the most charismatic person I've ever met in my life, so it's easy for me, so it's no stress off my back.
Fair. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
As long as people get my humor, it's all good.
Yeah. It was one of those where like we had the production meeting and it was a quote meet and greet like with these people, and I'm like, we all know each other. Like what are we doing this for? But it was good. Like the formality of it was perfect, but I think Cassie very quickly understood, like, okay, I know who I'm working with.
Yeah.
And that's always helpful. Like going in there, knowing that we all know each other, it's all laughs, it's all good. And it's very clear that when we put on a serious face and put on a good show, it's not difficult. So that's definitely what I'm happy for. It should be fun.
Yep, PPG is what I'm mainly playtesting for right now. So I don't sound stupid.
Checks out. Well, I think we're going to end the show early. I have a lot of work to do.
Early?
A long week ahead.
I have to eat dinner.
Nice. I ate dinner literally right before we went on. I had General Chow's chicken.
Nice. I had hot pot for lunch.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I had Primos for lunch. I had a corned beef Swartzy. It was delicious.
I have been planning, since the kids will be back soon, to go to hot pot without them.
Yeah.
Trying to juggle like iPads and stuff like that on the table that has boiling.
No.
Yeah.
Not a hot pot restaurant. No. No. I'm with you.
Yeah. Anyway.
Thank you guys for all hanging out with us again tonight. Of course, thank you to Keith and Steve for hanging out and kind of just talking about those events. It's a busy couple weeks, but it's gonna be a fun couple weeks. So when are you driving up for Ink Inc? Like that, just that Friday?
Yeah, and then I can't stay Sunday. My daughter's birthday party is Sunday.
So you're leaving Saturday night?
Either leaving Saturday night or I'm waking up early Sunday because her party's gonna be at like 1.
Yeah, I didn't even get a hotel, so
there were questions.
Oh, okay. Hold please.
I was like, what?
No, you're right. You're right. When you're right, you're right. Listen, I had a wonderful dinner with Jorge last week. We went out to Chicky and Pete's. We had a blast. He had a cheesesteak sandwich.
He's been wanting one of those.
Yeah.
I've been hearing that for 2 years.
Yeah, he got it. It was a blast. I wish I had them. He gave me these really cool things that they're upstairs. I don't have them on my desk, or I would show them off. But I was very appreciative. All right. Questions for the podcast. I'm getting ping. Oh my God, I have so many ping. I turned Discord off because I was getting annoyed with people. I post a picture of an Iconic and everyone thought they could just like message me. Come on. Hello? God. Kylie opened it. It's not even mine.
That's true. Possessions 9/10 the lull.
After watching the video, do I need Dumbo?
No. Not necessary.
I agree. I just realized where are these questions? Okay. All right. This question is for Dick. What does Dan smell like?
I don't even think you use it, but aftershave. It might be your Listerine.
Yes, probably.
Okay. Yeah.
That checks out.
See? I'm so smart.
And for Dan, what does Dick smell like?
Cut that. Hot pot.
All right.
Hot pot or Fogo, because that's what I've got coursing through my veins 50% of the time.
Yeah. AJ said you couldn't ask the latter, but we asked it, guys. You know, we were committed.
It's so funny. People that haven't commented all night come out for
yeah, fine. We committed. All right, we committed. It's fine.
And we lost 3 viewers.
Yeah, that's fine. Where is the fabled product? Given the fact that they have had 8 previous sets to figure out the release of cards, how did they screw this up so badly? This set is pivotal to Lorcana. A huge reset button, completely messing up the product release is a big deal and looks terrible. That's a really good comment from Professor Snore Gene in Metafy. It's hard to debate. How do you mess? Well, so like I can explain how you can mess it up. Scott, I will say that Scott, I'm not going to say everything he said, but he did mention tariffs, and I'm not going to make the other comment. But he, I think that plays into it. I think that printers play into it. I think that this is not the only game that's been affected by it. Magic has been affected by it. Pokemon has been affected by it. The game is getting larger, which I don't think is a fair comment. Like I've heard comments saying that, like, oh, the game is getting larger, so it's harder to get. It's like, no, that's not true. It's like it is getting larger, but it's harder to get because like people are getting less of it. So that doesn't really help. But I think it's tough. I think that there's a lot of reasonings for this to happen. And I don't know that we'll ever know the truth. I think that I could personally pick holes in a lot of things that have happened over the last few weeks and question a lot of comments that have been made. But the truth is that, it's not fair of me to do that. Like it is what it is. We are where we are. They already announced that there's more coming. So I think that's already good. It kind of just is what it is. Like, what are you going to do?
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get real answers probably until like someone gets fired from the company, and then someone who's like blackballed is willing to platform them, which isn't gonna happen anytime soon.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, there's definitely people that know. You know, like there's absolutely people that know probably more than's been let out. So, in my opinion, it just kind of is what it is, and we'll move on. You know.
Willoughby's made fun of me today. She presented an idea to talk about, and I was like, I don't know if I feel comfortable with this idea. And she goes, wow. She's like, corporate dicks here. She's like, I never thought I'd see the day. She's like, aren't you known for talking about this stuff? I'm like, I don't know. I'm a sellout.
I mean, I don't know. Like, there's still crappy stuff happening, right? You know,
Yeah.
there's still stores getting product that aren't holding tournaments. There's still set championship kits that are being sold. There, you know, there's a ton of things that could still be better, but you can't control it all. You know,
Yeah.
I think what people honestly, truthfully forget, because they just genuinely don't know, is that the Northeast, like the North American Ravensburger staff is so small. Like, yes, they make this game for tens of thousands of players, if not more, globally around the world, but it's not a lot of people, you know? It just isn't a lot of people. That's just the truth.
This would be like if I joined the Right to Censor.
Yeah. Or
the good father.
Well, there's that, and there was also
well, there's the corporation.
Yeah, the corporation. Yeah,
but Right to Censor's on brand for me.
All right, there's nothing that we can talk about in the Attitude Era that wouldn't get us in trouble. So
yeah. Even they're rewriting their history now. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Tough to say. So I don't know, but I'm excited. A couple weekends gonna be a lot of fun. A lot of exciting things going on. A few weeks of break, and then before we know it, we'll be in Italy. So
yeah, I need to book that flight.
Me too.
Oh, okay. As long as I'm not the only one. Although, like, I could have got flights to Japan cheaper a couple of days before my flight.
Yeah,
if I would have waited. So I don't know what to do, because like Texas went up like triple, DLC Texas, when I waited till the week before.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
It's hard to say.
If anyone has a good route that we should take,
I have one.
Please let us know. Okay.
If you're willing to come up to here, then I have our route. Like we can just book all the same thing.
Well, yeah, I'm willing to come up there, dude. I've been trying to get, like, when some people were considering going to Japan, I'm like, we all need to leave out of the same airport.
I have the route. We just have to book it. So.
All
right. With that, guys, thank you so much. It's been fun, and we'll see you guys next week.
See you.
Adios.